All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Ladd with my co-host Deborah. Today's Wednesday, August 26, 2009, 9:20 p.m. Tonight we have a special edition for Kristi Lee Cornwell. Deborah's on the phone with me right now. I also have Gail St. John and Gail's researcher, Susan. Is everybody here?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Deborah,
I'm here too, Brian.
Okay, we got to do this pretty quick. We want to get this on YouTube, so we got to keep it under 10 minutes. Deborah, real quick, we've covered this case before. Kristi Lee Cornwell, give us some information, please.
Kristi Lee Cornwell has been missing since August 11th of this year. She's missing from Blairsville, Georgia. She was out for a walk in the evening hours. She was last seen around 9:15, 9:20 possibly. She was last seen walking along Jones Creek Road, not far from her home. At the time that she went missing, she was speaking on her cell phone with her boyfriend. His name is Douglas Davis, and he was, as far as we all know, in Atlanta at the time. During the course of their telephone call, a car pulled up and Kristi was abducted. Apparently, Douglas heard a struggle. He heard her screaming and saying, "Don't take me," or "Please don't take me." And since then, they did locate her cell phone a few days later. They did locate items in the area where she was supposedly abducted from, and they indicated that there was also a struggle. So they've been looking in that area. They've also looked in North Carolina for her. So, you know, they've branched out some as far as where they're looking for her. There is a website set up for her, KristiCornwell.com, for further information. And I guess what you have to share for input for this case, Brian?
All right, thank you, Deborah. The information that I had actually came from a dream drawing. The dream drawing was dated August 19th of 2009. This was actually DD 7463. The information came from a reader, Marianne. I wasn't aware of the case at the time. She speculated that the dream drawing may be about Kristi Cornwell. After talking with her on Skype, reviewing the dream drawing, I do believe this dream is about Kristi Cornwell. So we did open the case the very next day. The information from the dream drawing says 957 Chattahoochee National Forest, 17 M. That could be miles. Doctor, killer, Kristi Cornwell. We then started working on this case with that information. We got Gail St. John on the phone. Gail and I worked this case for a while. We did do it live. We did show what was happening as we were looking on this. We were taking screenshots of that. We did come up with a map, and I think we both came up with somewhere around the area of Chattahoochee National Forest. Gail?
Yes.
Okay.
I tried to narrow it down. No, I'd gotten numbers that kind of boxed me in around the forest area.
Mm-hmm.
I worked on it earlier today, and the closest I am coming to it, and I feel like we're closer to 17, and that's why attention was brought to me via the city of Helen, and I feel like I need to go north of that city.
Okay. Let me get up on the map here. Real quick, let me
take you closer to the national forest.
Okay. Jim, this information came from Jim. What I'm showing right now on the screen is a map that Jim had come up with after listening to Gail's psychic reading over the phone. She felt like she was boxed in. There is, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that actually kind of makes a box, and there is a city of Helen that's down there. So that's what you're seeing. Sorry, I just want to make sure everybody understood what we were talking about.
Okay. I feel like I need to go up closer to the wooded area. I feel like that I saw a cabin or some type of thing that's there. It's a building, but I don't know what it's used for, or if it's even used now at this point. I feel like there was a dirt road that goes off to the side. It seems to be covered with, I don't know, a lot of leaves and pine needles and different things there as you go up in there. And I feel like that's a road they went down, and it's off of 17 as you hit into the close to the forest area there, the national forest area.
Okay. We'll work this a little bit more, and we'll try to get a more precise location. We're trying to get this down to maybe an area no larger than an acre or so, and hopefully we'll have that. I think we're pretty close right now.
Well, it's pretty close for what I saw, and I do believe it's on Google Earth. There is some kind of road that shows going off the 17.
Okay. Great. We'll definitely work on this after that then. Thank you, Gail. If you get anything else, let me know, please.
Absolutely.
Okay. This is the location right now. This is what we looked up a couple days ago, as far as the stating that her body was located in North Carolina. There's actually that location right there. At the time, we didn't think it meant anything, but the reports did say that they think, from a tip that she was there. What turns out to be, I think they were right on that one. I don't think. Well, police don't think she's there, and I don't think we never thought she was there in the first place. So getting back to our area, it is probably in the Chattahoochee National Forest, a little north of Helen. We'll get a map up of that again on the case file. Again, this is case number 802, Kristi Cornwell. I did do a redo on this one. Let me get up the original. This was the original dream drawing right here that I had done. Note down, this dream drawing was before I even knew that Kristi was missing. She was missing at the time, but I didn't know. So, in that information, and the information that Gail's given me, I'm pretty sure that she's probably in this location. Unfortunately, I don't think that she's alive. I say that because several markings on the dream drawing. I did a redo of this case that Deborah sent me on 8/20/09. Actually, that wasn't a redo. It says Kristi found. That was a dream drawing. I think that is about her, and I think she will be found very soon if she hasn't already been found. The redo on 8/24 basically states he's coming to move the body 130 north. GA's highest point. I still haven't looked into that yet. MD. That's the same doctor. So doctor, whatever. Deborah, there's been some speculation as far as what may happen, and there's a phone call with the boyfriend, Douglas Davis. Any information on that and what people are saying?
Well, there has been quite a bit said on the net, in the blogs and the forums regarding Douglas Davis, the Reverend. Apparently, they knew each other for about 7 weeks, and a couple days before Kristi went missing is when he met her parents, and they'd only met a few times in real life, off of the internet, so to speak.
Okay.
Apparently, he was talking to her on a telephone from Atlanta, and I would assume that his cell phone has been pinged to make sure that, that it's where he was when it happened, which is like 100 or a little over 100 miles away. People have said that, possibly this is staged, as far as, what she said, apparently, according to him, what he heard was a struggle in her saying, "Don't take me," or "Please don't take me."
Right.
A lot of people feel that that would be something that would be said by someone who wants to make it look like someone was taken.
Mm-hmm.
Because if car approached and you're walking, by yourself, I would think the natural reaction would be to scream or to say help, not say, "Please don't take me." So there's been quite a bit of things, said as far as Douglas Davis is concerned. I have to wonder, people have said, okay, if the cell phone checks out and it pings to, him being in Atlanta, then, has something been staged that someone else do his dirty work? Is there more to this that we don't know? Is there more to what Douglas Davis knows? I'm not by any means trying to accuse him, but statistically, when a woman goes missing, it is usually the boyfriend or the husband that did it or knows something.
I agree with you. Statistically, yes. I think we talked about this before. I mean, we don't. Well, we are speculating, but it does seem a little bit, odd. The information I had, that the drawing of the person I have, I don't think it's him, as far as what I have on the dream drawing. But you never know. And what you're saying makes a lot of sense.
Like I said, I'm by no means accusing. Another thing that people thought was odd was that after he heard what he heard, a struggle and her screaming and saying, "Please don't take me," his first phone call was not to 911 or law enforcement. It was to her mom.
Okay.
Now, she did live in a home with her parents, so that could justify that.
Okay.
But a lot of people think that he would have called someone else first. Some have speculated that he could have been trying to set up alibi. I just don't know.
Okay.
So I guess what I've got to say is, if he knows something or he has guilt of something, just fess up to it. Don't drag people through.
Thank you, Deborah. We got about 30 seconds left. Gail, we'll work with you after this phone call, and we'll try to get up maybe a map that somebody can go search right now. What do you think, Gail? Does this guy have anything to do with it? Real quick, 20 seconds. Okay. Well,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Don't worry about it. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Good night.